Let's go, Angel Boy.
It's a nice day to be out here. How many laps are we doing?
Man, sometimes it's good to just slow down and breathe. But I know it won't last. There's always someone out there who needs us. Something's off. I can feel it.
Time will tell who it is and what is going on. Oh, snap. What time is it? Lady Supreme has a special session today with some male youth.
Hi, this is just a reminder about tonight. Tonight's subject is the heart of the king. Be on time.
Okay, Angel Boy, where we going?
Should we go to her classroom or my office?
Your office is closer. We can tell Alexa to turn on the TV and we'll be set.
Alexa, turn monitor on.
Hello there, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. You've chosen the perfect day to join me and my young kings as we dive into a much-needed food for thought conversation around the heart of a king. Now, if you yourself are a young king that's watching, I encourage you to listen close. Take notes if you need to. Are you ready? Okay then, take a seat and buckle up, because class is now in session.
Young kings, I need you to listen up. Today's session is very important. Listen up, young kings, not only with your ears, but also listen with your heart. You may ask, why is this conversation so important? If you're ready and buckled up, I'll tell you why. This is an important topic because we live in a world where we encounter so much on a daily basis. As young kings, it's always helpful to have tools and resources available to guide you along your life journey. Every day brings us news, events, situations, opportunities, news, and realities. At the end of the day, we're left with options, choices, and decisions of what to do and how to maneuver. Our session today will help to equip you with life success tools. Success tools around the heart of the king will help to prepare you for daily living. Utilizing these life success tools allows you to take the lead of your future without standing by to be defined by society. Society will attempt to define you. If that occurs, it would be an injustice to you, considering that society's definition would be based upon external ideas, cultural situations, and suggestions, instead of facts based on the core of who you are on the inside. You know, the good that's on the inside of you that makes you tick. The core of your existence. This session today is also important because I want you to know and understand that you were created for greatness. There are two paths in life that you can take. Either you will take the less road of settling, not putting in any effort, or you can take the high road, which is the journey that you apply positive reinforcements to strengthen your life into becoming the best version of yourself. Always remember this. Your greatest strength is not measured by how much you can lift or carry. The greatest ability of strength is demonstrated in the mind. Being able to see the good within and then become the best version of yourself is a win situation all around. Some of you walked in here today carrying the weight of doubt. Maybe someone told you that you wouldn't make it, that you never amount to anything, said you're just like your mother, or just like that father of yours, or compared you to someone who didn't live up to their full potential. Maybe life has simply tried to convince you that you're not enough. I need you to hear me now. Don't focus on that negative chatter. I need you to hear this truth. Young kings, this is what I want you to embrace on today. You were created for greatness. Your past does not define your future. Your mistakes do not define your worth. The things you own don't determine your value in life. Your contribution to the world was outlined way before you were even born. The challenges you face do not limit what or who you can become. Right now, you stand at a crossroad. One path leads to settling, excuses, and staying the same. The other, it leads to greatness, strength, and purpose. I ask you, which path will you choose? When we think about the heart of a king, we also consider mindset and self-respect. It's a subject that's not talked about a lot, but it really should be. Why? You asked. I'll tell you. Self-respect is about how you care and look out for yourself. It's not in a selfish way. It's more like in a manner of preservation or upkeep. For example, it's like if you open up a container of milk. Will you leave it on the counter or throw it in the sink after using it? That's absolutely correct. You would not. You would care enough about that milk container and its contents to make sure the lid was on it or that the top was closed, all depending on the type of container it was in, right? Then we would wipe off the container, making sure to clean up any milk that's on it. You know, milk that spilled while pouring. And then finally, we would put it back into the refrigerator to maintain the proper temperature, to ensure its freshness so it will last, right? I know milk was the example we used here, but young kings, you deserve the same amount of time, attention, and care as the milk got. You owe it to yourself to ensure it. Do you agree? Great! So now we see that respect has two sides to it, that it can be about you and others. Both sides are equally important. How you treat and revere others, and how you treat and revere yourself. Self-respect and self-care should be twins. As we talk about the heart of a king, I want to highlight you specifically as young kings and the aspect of self-respect. Looking within and being honest with yourself about how you are treating you. How do you care for yourself? What do you think and say about yourself? What are your thoughts, your speech, your actions? What do you accept? Do you know just how easy it is to think, say, do, or feel something for so long that you begin to live it out? For example, if you always call yourself weak, broke, stupid, dumb, do you know that's what you will start to believe? When you believe it, you become it. It's a sequence order that starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts yield emotions. Your emotions yield words. The words are spoken. Spoken words create action. Actions create habits and patterns. Do you know that a king does not put himself down? If you walk around calling yourself dumb, broke, weak, guess what? That's what you will become. Do you know that life and death are in the power of your tongue? That's a fact. The words you speak have power. Words don't know when you're joking or fibbing. You speak either life or death over yourself every time you open your mouth. It's determined by the words you choose to use. So let me ask you, are you speaking like a king? Or are you cursing your own future? Let me announce some good news here, and that is this. If you haven't been thinking good thoughts about yourself, You have the power within you to start today. You can shift any negativity that's in your thought life. As I mentioned before, and I'll state it again because of its importance to note, your greatest strength is not measured by how much you can lift or carry. The greatest ability of strength is demonstrated in the mind. The mind takes in everything that you see, feel, sense, and taste, and goes through stages of processing the information. The way you see yourself in and through any situation can help you or hurt you. Try to see the best in every situation. This helps you to keep a positive attitude and also helps you to examine any situation so that negativity doesn't attempt to grip your emotions and sit in your heart. Immediately forgive others when needed, and most importantly, forgive yourself. Oftentimes, when something is troubling your heart, it will be known by the words that will come out of your mouth. How? Because. Out of the fullness of your heart, your mind will share what's on it. Remember, it goes from thoughts to feelings, from feelings to words, from words to actions. So let's watch those thoughts. Overall, young kings, the way you carry yourself tells the world who you believe you are. It will determine if you are walking like a king or if you are shrinking yourself to fit in. If you don't respect yourself, no one else will. So today I want you to decide, what image of yourself do you see when you in the mirror? And if you don't like what you see, what are you going to do to change it? Whew, that was a big cookie of a subject, but it was one that needed to be eaten. Now brace yourself, young kings. Let's talk about something that too many young men ignore. Let's talk about money and responsibility. Now, I really want to sing a song that was sung many years ago about money. However, if I start singing, it will tell my age. So I'll just tell you. Is that okay? Please understand that wealth is about freedom, not flexing. Every dollar you get comes with a decision. The decision is either will you grow it, or the other option is will you waste it. Some of you think money is about flexing. Some of you think money is about having the newest shoes, the freshest clothes, the latest phone. But let me tell you the truth. Money is about freedom. The world will tell you to spend, spend, spend. But real wealth isn't about what you spend. It's about what you save, invest, and grow. You want to be a king? Learn how to manage your money? Every time you get a dollar, ask yourself, will spending this help my future or hurt it? Do you want to own a business, a home? Do you want to be able to take care of your family or buy yourself a car? If yes, then it all begins now. Yes, saving and budgeting, that starts now. All it takes is discipline. Have a new concept in your mind about money and put a new practice in place. A new outlook with a new strategy equals a great change. So today, young kings, you are being challenged. Challenged how, you ask? Well, the very next time you get money, put a piece of it away. Don't spend it all, because true success isn't about looking rich. It's about being free. You're not too young to start. Start early. Start smart. I challenge you, every time you get money, put a piece of it away. Save it. Invest it. Learn about credit, about ownership. Because true success isn't about looking rich. It's about being free. The truth of the matter is that you're not too young to start saving. Start early. Start smart. So, here's the challenge. Every time you get money, put a piece of it away. Save it. Invest it. Learn about credit, about ownership. Because true success isn't about looking rich. It's about what? Yes, being free. Great job, young kings. Okay, young kings, let's shift to another topic around the heart of the king. Who in here has dreams, goals, and ambitions? Some of you have dreams, big dreams, but you're scared. Scared you may fail. Scared to try. Scared of what people will say. So instead of chasing your dreams, you sit still. You do nothing. There are times you're still when you are waiting for clarity in a direction or instruction of how to do something. Most often, that's not the case as to why nothing is done. Most often it is fear, the fear of people, the fear of success, the fear of the unknown. Fear is really a thing that yields no productivity. In better terms, fear makes you stagnant. Still, like a scarecrow. Let me tell you something about fear. Fear is false. It's a false perception that we have about a situation or circumstance. Fear can be crafty. How so, you ask? Fear is false evidence appearing real. However, what it does is, it causes you to build up an entire case that has no factual evidence within it. It makes you believe it's real or it's true while being of non-existence. No weight, just like an empty bag of potato chips laying on the ground. It may appear to be full until you pick it up, only to discover it was already opened and empty. It was the way it was laying on the ground that made you believe it was a full bag of chips. It gave the illusion of being a full until you examined it closely to only find out that air was making it look full. Did that analogy make sense? Okay, so now, be mindful when fear whispers in your ear, "You can't do this." Or when fear tries to make you think you're not smart enough, not strong enough, not good enough. Examine those thoughts and see what's in them and what source is trying to make them big in your mind. Let me ask you this. If fear didn't hold you back, what would you be doing right now? What would you have already done? What did you think of to do? Or what was it that you wanted to achieve? What is that thing? Is it something that you would still like to do? If yes, then I encourage you today to go back and revisit the possibilities of making it happen. Hear me clearly, young kings. You were not created to live in fear, nor designed to sit in doubt. You were made to rise. You were made to walk boldly toward your calling. One of the greatest ways to silence fear is to take action. Fear makes me think about a nightmare. While you are having the nightmare, you're given imagery that is so graphic that it appears to be happening right at that moment. You're sleeping, and all you know is what is being casted before you. You don't even know that you're sleeping. Now, even though you're sleeping, your senses are still at work. Your emotions get rattled, and the intensity of the dream heightens. And then suddenly, you wake up, only to realize you were dreaming. You take a deep breath of relief, then you begin to look around. You release a sigh of relief. You're grateful that your dream wasn't a reality. Finally, you prepare yourself to go back to sleep. I know some of you have big dreams, but you're scared. Scared to fail. Scared to even try. Scared of what people will say. So instead of chasing your dreams, you sit still. You tell yourself maybe one day, but let me tell you something. Fear is not truthful. Fear can be used as a weapon against your emotions. When embraced or believed, it stops your movement. Young kings, overcoming fear to pursue and achieve your dreams is major. So let me share another picture image example about fear, just so that you'll be clear, so you'll see exactly what you're dealing with and understand how it operates and know what to do about it. Do you remember the game freeze tag? You know how it's played, right? When the person who is the tagger tags you, you have to stand still. You're in a frozen position until someone comes and tags you again to become unstuck or unfroze. This is exactly the effect fear can have on the emotions. It makes you be still, taking no action, just letting days, weeks, months, and years go by, all while you have made no efforts in achieving what you desire or hope for. Fear will whisper in your ear, "You're not smart enough." Fear will say, "You don't have what it takes. You can't do this." Fear will make you think you're not smart enough, not strong enough, not good enough. I ask you yet again, if fear didn't hold you back, what would you be doing right now? What would you have already done? What did you think of to do? Or what was it that you wanted to achieve? What is that thing? Today, young kings, I want you to name your fear. Call it out. And then begin to ask yourself, What about this thing am I believing and why? Then, make the decision that you will not allow it stop you. When you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things will change. Make small steps every day. Before you know it, you'll be far on your journey of building and being your best self. Okay, let me do a quick temperature check. Is everyone still with me? Is that a yes, yes, another yes? Okay, then I'll continue. Okay, buckle up once more. We're about to go even deeper. Let's just talk integrity and character. Are you wondering what this is? Well, let me tell you, young kings. Integrity and character is all about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's about staying the course. Instead of looking to skip ahead by finding a shortcut, make sure that your intention is to build a solid foundation and that your actions follow your intention to do so. Integrity means doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's choosing honesty over convenience. It's standing on truth, even when a lie seems easier. Do you remember the story of the three little pig? This is a great story example of why staying the course and not taking shortcuts is important. One of the three pigs took the time to make sure his house foundation was nice and strong. It was a firm foundation of bricks. When the wolf came and began to blow, he got out of breath while huffing and puffing, attempting to blow his house down. His house was made of brick. The other two little pigs threw their house together with straw and hay. They didn't put a lot of effort in their foundation, and unfortunately it cost them their entire house. So, the lesson here is that all of the topics around the heart of a king that I am sharing with you today will help ensure that all the steps you take in life, your decisions, your actions, your thoughts, and your speech will be strong, durable materials to lay your solid foundation and then begin a nice upward build. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah. Okay, then, because this is something that separates leaders from followers. Having an understanding of these words can make or break you, so it's worth the time to make sure you know all about them. Then, you can apply them and build your life around them. Even more, demonstrate them as high standards in your life. A real king, he doesn't cut corners. He doesn't cheat his way through life because he knows who he is when no one is watching is who he truly is. I'll pause and let that sink in. I know, the world doesn't always reward honesty. Sometimes it looks like lying, cheating, or taking shortcuts gets people ahead. But hear me on this. A false foundation will always crumble. Choose to stay the course instead of looking to skip ahead by finding a shortcut. Make sure that your intention is to build a solid foundation in your life and that your actions follow your intention to do so. Remember the story of the three little pigs we talked about earlier? Let that story be a reminder of why staying the course and not taking shortcuts is important. Only one of the three pigs took the time to make sure his foundation was nice and strong. His house remained when the other two pigs had their homes destroyed. So remember, young kings, take your time and evaluate your choices. A lie will always unravel. A shortcut will always lead to a dead end. So the next time you have a choice, to lie or tell the truth, to cut corners or give your best, to betray or stay loyal, keep your word. Ask yourself, what kind of king am I becoming? Okay, young kings, before we continue, take a deep breath. Breathe through your nose. Hold it for 5 seconds and now release it. You good? Okay, tighten up once more. Now we will shift gears and talk about something personal. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. No worries, though. This topic is personal, but it's also extremely important. Can you guess what it might be? We're now talking about communication and how you express yourself. Who in here likes to talk and share? Some yes, some no, right? Did you know that real kings communicate? Did you know that there are many ways to communicate? You can communicate verbally, by writing, or even through your actions. The key here is making sure that whatever method you choose, that it's effective. When you choose to keep silent instead of communicating, you can likely cause yourself to endure unnecessary emotions and thoughts. Suffering in silence never helps to you. It hurts you. Did you know that you can start expressing yourself by journaling? You can also share with your parents, guardian, or even your siblings. Your parents and siblings want and desire the best for you. Find a way to ensure that you maintain an open relationship with them, where you can share any and everything. No keeping secrets. If for any reason parental support is not available, seek a grandparent, your sibling, a counselor, or a mentor as an outlet to keep you free from emotional bondage. Today, there may be some of you that are carrying around a lot inside your hearts and minds. It could be frustration, worry, anger, hurt, or even confusion. Maybe you feel unheard, like no one understands you. And because you feel and think this way, you don't talk about it. Instead, you just stay off to yourself. That is called isolation. When this happens, instead of speaking, you hold it in. Instead of asking for help, you suffer in silence. But young kings, let me say this clearly. Real kings communicate. Yes, real kings express what they feel. They express what they need. They express what they dream about. If something is bothering you, speak up. If you're struggling, ask for help. If you need to clear the air, do it with your parents, teachers, or mentors. Have that conversation. Growing up, I was always told, you can say anything to anyone, but it's how you say it that makes the difference. My grandmother would always say, a closed mouth doesn't get fed, and a closed heart, it doesn't grow. She was right in so many ways. Young kings, be open to the flow of communication. You can decide who you will open up to, what you will share, and how you will communicate that information. Okay, young kings, this is the last topic for today around the heart of a king. It's a word that we outline in our motto here at Rare 9 Jaguar Mentorship Organization. Do you know what it is? It's settling. One of the biggest choices of error in life is to settle for less. Settling for less is almost like giving up. It's like just going with the flow and making no effort to give input for change or becoming your best self. Other examples would be making decisions that go against your standard of belief or your family standard or your faith. The motto here at Rare 9 Jaguar Mentorship Organization is never settle for less when you can achieve your best. What are other examples of settling for less? Settling is also when you've accepted less because your negative life experiences have convinced you that less is all you deserve. Another way, you've settled for average grades because you think you're not smart enough. How about when you've settled for disrespect because you think you don't deserve better? You continue to make bad decisions because you believe you can't change. Hear me this day, young kings. You were made for more. There is something inside of you that is beautiful, powerful, brilliant, and strong. I will not sit here today and allow you to believe otherwise. You deserve the best. The best starts with believing in yourself and refusing to settle for anything less than what you were destined to become. Another thing to consider is to choose your friends wisely. Choose friends who elevate you, not hold you down. Let me ask you a question. Would you let a blindfolded man walk off a cliff without warning him of the danger? If no, then why would you follow someone who is acting like they are blindfolded? They appear blindfolded by their bad decisions. Do you say nothing when you see them doing wrong? Do you laugh with them? Do you follow them? Do you let them influence you to do wrong? If your friends are dragging you toward failure, it is your duty to step away. You never have to hate them. You don't have to fight them. But you do have to decide what kind of young king you are becoming. A king cannot afford to follow fools. They are not necessarily bad people. They're just not good for you. It's merely the negative mindset behind the choices that they decide to continually make. It's all summed up to being foolish behavior. That same foolish behavior can often lead to a life of destruction. I don't just want you to listen to me today. I want you to make a decision. When you walk out of this room, ask yourself these questions every day. Every day is a great day to make decisions that help you step forward into your greatness. Esti Suriye. Kings follow wisdom and not foolishness. Make sure you're not settling for foolishness when choosing friends. A king does not let people treat him like he is worthless. A king does not chase people who don't see his value. Don't chase people who don't value you or your time. Look around at the people you spend the most time with. Ask yourself, are they pushing you forward or holding you back? A wise man once said, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future." If you surround yourself with people who are lazy, disrespectful, and unmotivated, you can become lazy, disrespectful, and unmotivated. But if you choose to surround yourself with people who dream big, work hard, carry themselves with honor, you have the ability to rise to their level. Don't settle for less when you can achieve your best. Young Kings, I know today I have given you a lot to digest. I promise you, if you simply begin to embrace and apply positive action around what I have shared with you on today, you see a difference. You will feel a difference. You will lay a strong foundation that you can build upon and grow. I'm not going to let you walk out empty-handed. I will provide you with some reinforcements. Reinforcements that you can do every day to help you grow, change, and become your best self. First, here are some questions that you can take with you. Ask yourself these questions every day. Journaling your progress is also a great thing to do. It could also help monitor your progress and keep you on task. Question 1. Did I make a decision today that will help my future? Question 2. Did I stand up for what is right, even when it was hard? Question 3. Did I take a step toward my dreams, even if it was small? Question 4. Did I surround myself with people who lift me up? Question 5. Did I honor myself with my words, my actions, and my choices? Question 6. Did I give my best effort today? Question 7. Did I walk with integrity today? Question 8. Did I communicate openly today? Secondly, I'm also providing you with some positive affirmations that you can say to yourself. Perhaps you may want to look into the mirror while you're saying them for an even greater effect. Another suggestion is to include your name while you're saying them. Put the emphasis on the fact that you're talking about yourself. Indeed, affirmations are a powerful tool. They will help you with maintaining a good thought life. When your thoughts and mindset are healthy and aligned with purpose, you'll be well on your way and off to a good start. Here is an example of things you can say to yourself. Before you begin, put your shoulders back. Hold your head up high. Say them one after the other. 1. I am strong, willing, and able to stay the course. 2. I am capable of achieving my goals, visions, and dreams. 3. I will walk with integrity and in truth. 4. I will never settle for less because I can achieve the best. 5. I am a leader who leads by example. The future belongs to those who believe in their greatness. It belongs to you, young kings. I don't just want you to listen to me today. I want you to make a decision. When you walk out of this room, ask yourself these questions every day. Every day is a great day to make decisions that help you step forward into your greatness. Why? Because, young kings, your future is in your hands. Kings don't wait for someone else to push them forward. They push themselves. You are all young kings. You were all made for greatness. You were all made for leadership. You were all made for more. You must fight for it. To fight means you can't be lazy. You can't give up. You got to be willing to put the work in every day. Push yourself to be the true king that you are. Once again, I'll say, never settle for less when you can achieve the best. I know. You were born for greatness. Now go and live like it. The strongest weapon you have isn't your fists. It isn't your money. It isn't your connections. It's your mind. If you believe you are a failure, you will fail. If you believe you are worthless, you will act like it. But if you believe you are capable, powerful, and worthy, you will walk like it, talk like it, live like it. You have a choice to make. Will you let your circumstances define you, or will you rise above them? Will you settle for excuses, or will you push for greatness? Now, my young kings, before you walk out of this room, I need you to decide. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Who will you be? A follower or a leader? A king of excuses or a king of action? A person who settles or a king who rises? Who will you be? Remember, the world will not wait for you to decide. It will either shape you or you will shape it. So tell me, who will you be? Because the choice is yours and the time is now. Never settle for less when you can achieve the best. Go get your future kings!